Apple Pay. That's all, babe. That's just coming in, babe.
But think about this. You getting all this Apple Pay and you don't respect these guys. You got a man, we know that you don't respect them. He basically bought your love.
That's princess treatment. That's energy. That's what guys need to start doing.
What does he get in return?
My time, energy, my consistency, me taking away time from my child for me to be with you. Listen, I'm a mother. I'm not going to take away from my son.
Real quick. You just answered it. He gets a woman that has kids with another man. He's a single mom. That is not a flex. One, the kids is baggage. The other things is all intangibles. We're speaking about what's tangible. What he's giving you is something that's physical in the material world. Is attention tangible? No, that's not tangible. Meaning that it isn't an equal value exchange. You didn't earn it. The man that you chose, I'll just go ahead and say it. That is a simp.
Hey, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, we would love to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Blessings and safety to the Lord's elect. I'm your fellow servant, Ma'ah Quadar. I got the brother Yaquan with me.
Shalom.
And we represent the Great Millstone Camp here in Cleveland. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the Lord's elect, man. All right, and we're going to title this lesson, all right, The Fall of the Israelite Woman. All right, because Yahweh Shemi Awashah, man, all right, one thing that the Lord is getting ready to do, all right, he's about to humble the Israelite woman. You so-called Black, Latino, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole women, especially the damn nigger woman, man. All right, because she feels entitled, okay? Hey, Esau have given this bitch liberty. You know, as the scriptures say, man, you know, you don't give a woman liberty to gad abroad, man. All right, pretty much the freedom to be a damn whore. All right, freedom to be out of order. All right, but see, this all was an illusion. All right, and that great fall is coming, man. All right, you had anything, brother?
Yeah, I got that liberty. This is 2nd Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 9. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments."
Hey, and these women, a lot of these women gonna get judged and put to death, man. All right, because there's more women than men. All right, so a lot of these women, man, they're gonna dwell in torments, man. All right,
and it's gonna tell you why. In verse 10, it says, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me."
And these women, they receive a lot of benefits on this side, man.
All right.
All right. See, the way this system is set up, all right, it's set up to cater to the woman. You know, here it is, you know, she gets, you know, a pension from Esau. All right. These women are heavily in the workforce. Okay. When her natural position is at the home with the children, cooking, cleaning.
Right.
Attending to them, you got it?
Yeah, under the order of her husband.
That's right.
And all that comes from the women's liberation movement, which was in the 1960s. You know what I'm saying? Women's liberation, which was set up to destroy the nuclear family. You know what I'm saying? Which is a fulfillment of the curses upon the Israelites, you know, of Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. You know? So it says, for 2nd Ezra 9 and 10, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me."
Oh, and then another thing too, you know, these women, like I said, they was given liberty to gad abroad, man. Okay, you know, here it is, she'll be with a man, okay, but she'll, you know, get in her emotions, you know, and then she don't want to be in that relationship anymore. Here it is, they may have had children, they have a whole home, all right, but here it is, she'll tear down the whole household, all right, not thinking about the feelings of her children, okay, because she's all in her emotions, and then she'll fucking go to another relationship, and then she'll still get benefits from the relationship she just left.
Right.
You know, these is the goodies and the, you know, all of the, you know, the things that these women are receiving on the side. All right, they don't give no thanks to the Lord at all. All right.
I got you, Salaki. That was a different scripture that mentioned the word liberty. My bad. It's Sirach 25 verse 25. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad."
You can't give a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. You can't give a woman no damn freedom. Women are like children, man. All right? That's why you got to watch over her, man. All right? So you don't give her liberty to gad abroad, and that's what Esau did. That's why adultery is at an all-time high. Okay? Because these women have the liberty to gad abroad, man. You know, it made me think about the bitch Remy Ma, man. Getting out of prison, bitch going to smack battle raps and then starting her own rap battle league. And now look, committed adultery with a battle rapper, man.
Right.
You know?
Because she want to be out in the streets and, you know, in the midst of the society and in the workforce. And I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm making money moves. I'm a boss bee or whatever. You know, that's how they get caught up in that lifestyle where they just getting ran through.
That's right.
It says in Sirach chapter 26 and verse 10, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. So there go that word liberty again. The scriptures is explicit about how to not give a woman liberty. A daughter, a young woman, a daughter, you know what I'm saying, your wife, they don't do well with liberty. Why? Because when you have liberty to roam, that's the role of a leader, the liberty to roam. And they're not the leaders. The leaders of the nation is the men. Now, I also, let me go back to, you want to finish that second Ezra 9?
Oh, no, you good on that, bro.
All right. I'm going to read this 1 Timothy chapter 5, because this is how the serpent, that women's liberation, that was how a part of how the serpent deceived Eve.
And let me get this word, because I brought up the word illusion. It says an illusion is a distortation of sentence or intellect that causes a misinterpretation of reality. It refers to something that appears to be one thing, but is actually another, or a false idea or a belief. And that's what these women were given, an illusion, man, to make them think that they had true, real liberty. All right, that they were the world was created with them being surpassing the men. All right, all of this goes back to the curses, of course, but this is not reality. This is, and they're about to get ready to find that out, man, because the scriptures talk about Esau. All right, it says, if he have need of thee, he will smile upon thee and put thee in hope. And say, what one is thou? See, Esau needed the woman, all right, to further put the Israelite man in subjection, all right, to the system, all right, but now he's pretty much done with these bitches. So he's getting ready to, as the scriptures say, he will make thee bare and will not be sorry for it. So you women are about to lose all your prominent roles in society. Because, as a matter of fact, the only reason why you bitches was in the workforce anyway, all right, because Esau know that adultery will run rapid, and also so he could double tax the household.
Exactly.
That's it, man.
All right. I got that for you. This Sirach 13 verse 4. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
See, the Israelite woman was for his profit, right? Because Esau, he don't give a damn about the Israelite woman. He cares about the Israelite man, because the Israelite man is very important in the world, man. So Esau, he used the woman to pretty much put the man under subjection, under the system, putting men on child support, you know?
To like you said, to systematically oppress the Israelite man. That's what the black woman was a tool for.
Yep.
You know, it says, and that was for his profit. And this is what it's talking about. It's talking about this serpent type of man that you will come across, okay, which was the Edomite. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. And that's what, like the brother said, which is perfect. Was, I mean, you know, we could have read it in a different order, but that second Ezra chapter 9, it goes into it, how they're going to be in pitiful case because they receive benefits from this man's system, okay? And then it talks about how, you know, they're going to be judged, you know, for that, for cleaving unto this man. Now, verse 5, it says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bare and will not be sorry for it.
And these women, these are the main creatures that are going to be, you know, knee running to this devil, man, when he introduced the MOTB, man. All right. Hey, these women are going to get taken from these prominent positions in society, man. All right. And these women are going to be, and Esau basically is going to push the Israelite woman back into the Israelite man. And a lot of you women are going to get rejected. The Lord is going to use the 2/3 niggas to judge you, okay? And you want to get rejected from the man of the Lord, man. That's what's going to happen, man. He's going to pretty much give the Israelite woman over to the hands of the Israelite man, and the Israelite man ain't going to want nothing to do with you, man.
Right. It says in Sirach chapter 13, verse 6, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee.
And that's what he did. He deceived the Israelite woman. This goes back to the serpent and Eve.
Right.
He was very, the scriptures say he was what? Deceptive, sly?
More subtle.
More subtle than any beast, man, than any other nation, right?
It says in verse 6, Sirach 13, verse 6, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou?
And that's what he did, man. What you want? You want freedom?
Right.
You want equality?
Right.
You know? Hey, a woman ain't fucking equal to a man. That was another illusion.
Right.
All right?
You want the house to yourself?
You want to be independent?
Right. You want to be independent. You want to be a strong black woman.
You want to ride the cock carousel?
Right. You know? and that's exactly what he did. As it goes into it, and he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice. And at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterward, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. And that's what he gonna do, man. This devil is a dirty dog, man.
Dirty dog.
The way he do business, the way he'll backstab you with a smile is vicious, man. You know? That's why he gonna be taken out. That's why he's compared to metaphorically, he's a serpent. You know, because a serpent is a vicious beast, you know, especially the venomous ones. It says his poison is like the poison of a serpent. So this devil, man, you know, he has to be taken out of power, man. He is just the most he's like the little kid that just in the daycare, he just go around breaking all the toys. Yeah. He's like, what is wrong with this little nigga? He just throw every toy, you know, no other kid do this, but he don't even know how to play with the toys. He just know how to destroy them.
Oh, you got some more up?
No, that's it.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Which we know this is a twofold scripture going into actual Babylon. But, you know, also for the Israelite woman, man. You know, the scripture said, rise up, ye women that are at ease. See, these women are at ease. You just heard the bitch talking about, you know, Apple Pay, Apple Pay, Apple Pay. That's what all these niggas got to do. That's called princess treatment. Well, you women don't act like a fucking princess, man.
Exactly.
You women don't act like Rebecca and Sarah. You women don't act. You women act like Cardi B and Gorilla, man. That's who you women act like, man.
If they not even. I was gonna say it's like they not royalty because they don't even know the difference between a teaspoon and a tablespoon.
That's right.
Like, you know, that like you don't know the first thing about being a princess, you know.
So it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. See, these women are comfortable in society, man, especially because of these damn simps. See, a lot of these simps, they gonna get put to death. A lot of these simps gonna get sent over to the war, all right? And that's gonna leave a lot of these women, you know, helpless and hopeless, you know?
I got that. If you want me to read
it. Yeah, come, brother.
It's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. It says, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war.
Yeah, all these YNs. You know, I just watched this one video. You had the nigga woman talking about, go get you a YN because he gonna spend the check and he gonna break your back. You know, she's, you know, go get a YN. Well, guess what? Those YNs, they going over to the so-called Middle East. Right. All right?
The Valley of Shapat.
That's right.
You know, it says in verse...
Lil Pookie and Ray Ray, they going over there to the Middle East. Right. A lot of them niggas gonna get put down on the American soil, man. All right, go ahead.
It says in Isaiah 3 and 26, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
That's right. Her being desolate, left alone. All right? A lot of these women, man, gonna be left alone. Niggas ain't gonna want nothing to do with them, man.
Yep, homeless.
Hey, you know, hey, man, you know, hey, funky.
Yep.
Not washing their ass.
That's the previous verse.
You know, the Mistral coming on, stinking, smelling like skunks fucking. Niggas gonna be like, skirt, skirt. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be left alone. But guess what? She had the pick of the litter. See, bitch, it ain't gonna be no social media for you hoes. Right. And I'm saying it straightforward, man. Fuck these bitches. These prideful ass bitches, man. Ain't gonna be no social media with when you wake up in the morning, you got a DM full of simps. Right. You gotta drink your bath water, baby. Right. You don't get your
What's your cash app?
What's your cash app? Send me a picture of your feet. I got $300 for you. See, you women got all the options, man. That's why you don't want the man at the house. Yep. You want to do everything possible to get him to leave so you can open up the DM and be a whore.
That's that overmuch liberty, man.
Yep, that's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Go back to that freedom. Women, I be looking at videos on Instagram, right? And every once in a while, it'd be so folly from a woman that I just comment like, man, we need to take women's phones. Women should not be allowed to have phones, bro. Like, real talk. Like, the shit that you see on social media, like, it should be against the law for a woman to have a social media.
That's right. But see, in the near future, man, ain't gonna be no social media. So all the pick of the litter you women had, you ain't gonna have that. Right. All right, you ain't gonna have the Pookies and the Ray Rays like 10,000 likes, puffing your head up, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got another precept.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
It's Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks.
These women are prideful, man. They always looking at another. Then I hate this, man. You'll be dealing with a woman and she'll be fucking, comparing your relationship to, my friend, where they do this and, they do that and, he bought her this and, they like to watch these fucking the reality show. Well, he bought her a bag and, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Yo, it says
everything the bitch see she want. I deserve this. You don't deserve nothing.
That's how Eve reacted in the garden. She said that when she saw that the tree of knowledge of good and evil was pleasant to the eyes.
That's right.
That what drew her in.
Yep.
It says, moreover, that's why women bad at choosing men, because they choose merely based upon attraction. And they can lie and say that they don't, but they do. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and missing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. And those wanton eyes is going into undisciplined eyes. You be walking in a public space and here it is, the couple is walking past you and the wife is just, the woman is just staring you down while the man is staring at her, staring you down. Like, what, just undisciplined eyes, in a relationship and a man approached them or something and they give the number out and, you know what I'm saying? Just undisciplined. It says in verse 17, therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. So the point was that, these women is proud, like the brother was going into.
Yeah, these women are full of pride, man. Well, let's go back in that
you had a precept that you was reading.
Yeah, I was reading Isaiah 32. It's Isaiah chapter 32, verse, I'm going to just bring back 9. It said, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless door. Hey, you see, that's what it is. These women don't care about the word of the Lord, man. You know why? Because the word of the Lord, it put their ass in the kitchen. The word of the Lord, hey, what the scriptures say, man? Hey, get Titus 2 and 4, brother. You want to know the proper role of a woman? Well, we won't tell you. See, this is what the word of the Lord do to these women. It cuts them and it humbles them and it put their ass back under subjection under a man. See, you women out here, you raising your daughter to be independent. You raising your daughter to ride the cock carriage. Well, baby, if he don't treat you right, move on to the next. Teaching her to be a whore. All right? And some of you fathers, man, hey, look, man, you teaching your daughter, hey, man, if a man can't treat you how I treat you, you don't need him. Shut the fuck up. You got it, brother.
It says in Titus chapter 2, verse 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think.
It says, well, I can start at 3. Huh. It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
See, you women want to teach men, you need to do this, and teach, do what you supposed to do. You want to teach somebody, teach the younger woman.
Right.
How to be women. Go ahead.
It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things. So teaching your daughter to be independent ain't a good thing, man. Teaching your daughter, if a man don't do this and do that for her, then find another one out there. That's not a teacher of good things, man. That's a teacher of wicked things, man. All right? The scripture's going to tell you, what to teach. Go ahead, brother.
It says in verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
And that's another thing, man. These women ain't sober, man. They going off every drug there is, man. All right, then you want to go to the spiritual aspect of it. They going off for all the damn philosophies there is, man. They the ones that's indulging in all the festivities of this world, man. Christmas, Halloween. They uphold the so-called white man system. Hey, look, you go into a store on Thanksgiving, who you gonna see? The damn Israelite woman filling up the cart full of pork. On Christmas, who in the damn stores bankrupting the house? The damn Israelite woman. All right? Who the number one advocate in the damn Christian church? The damn Israelite woman.
And this verse is also proof, like you said, that teaching women to be independent is wicked, because it said to love your husbands.
That's right.
That's a part of the things that you're supposed to teach, not for them to be, loose and live it up in their 30s and then settle down live it up in their 20s and settle down in their 30s. It says, verse 5, to be discreet, chaste. Yeah, and also says that the younger woman marry. So you ain't supposed to teach them to be like brother's been saying, teaching them to move on to the next. No, you supposed to teach them, look, you get with a man, you need to stay with whoever you get with.
And marry, man. Hey, look, man. Right. Don't have sex until you 40 years old. No, man. You find, cause really the father supposed to give his daughter to a man to understand it, cause these women, they make poor decisions. They choose men for the wrong reason, and then when some shit go left, it's everybody's fault but theirs. No accountability. You wanted to choose this nigga because he wore Gucci with the Louis Vuitton hat on social media. Then now he done gave you, hella STDs, and he done left you, all alone. And that was everybody's fault but yours.
With 2 babies and shit. But like what I said, that's a part of our custom, is the father marry off the daughter. And if you ever talk to a woman about that subject, they're so bothered by it. Like, what do you mean, my father? My father picking out a man for me? Like, why would your father not make a good choice?
That's right.
It says in verse 5, Titus 2:5, to be discreet.
Oh, social media cuts that. These women on social media just showing their bodies, just exploding all of their business. I was watching some shit one time, a woman was on social media, her dude was like, hey man, why the fuck you on, god damn, why we can't just have a talk amongst me and you? You all on live with the shit. Like, god damn.
Right. It says to be discreet.
Running your mouth to your friends about, your in-house business.
Right.
Yep.
That's not discreet. It says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
That's the point. So that this scripture take you women out of the corporate office. It take you women off the judge seat, the police, out the police vehicles. Hey, you got women driving semi trucks and shit, man.
Bro, I hate when I see that shit. It's a 2 women in Cleveland. They got a moving company. They gonna come to your house and move your furniture. Your shit gonna have how many dents and holes in it. You like, damn, how this shit break?
That shit real,
so you had
bro.
2 women picking it up.
That shit real, bro.
Like, it says that's to go back to that strong delusion, like you were saying. They under the delusion that they equal, because of movies and the propaganda on the radio and all of this madness that they push into our people.
Yeah, Esau make movies like Tomb Raider, Set It Off.
Right,
shit like
right, exactly.
To show a woman so-called dominance.
Right. Colombiana.
Ballerina.
What was the other one? Charlie's Angels. Like, come on, man. Kill Bill. Like, come on, man. Stop it. The scripture says she was a weaker vessel. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be under the covering of a man. It says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
Keepers at home. Yep.
Good, obedient to their own husbands.
Obedient to their own husbands.
Oh, not what your girlfriend husband is doing with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to pattern your shit after another somebody else husband. You know what I'm saying? No, you supposed to listen to what your husband say. It says, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. Because again, that's how the serpent beguiled Eve, through his subtlety, telling her she was equal to the man, teaching her his philosophies and his ways of life, which was outside the ways of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. So you women that's chasing that lifestyle, it ain't gonna end well.
I got some. Isaiah 32:10, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless woman. For the vengeance shall fail and the gathering shall not come. So ain't gonna be no more Apple Pays, and Cash Apps, and Venmos, and Wads of Cash, man. That shit over with. All right?
Yeah, you're gonna have EMP attacks, which could wipe out the internet.
A lot of these women gonna take the MOTB, man.
Yeah, because it's gonna have the benefits. It go back to the 2nd of the 9th chapter, because you have received benefits. If you want to keep receiving the benefits, you're going to have the mark, man.
That's why the Lord said, they who lose their life shall find it, and they who find it, their life shall lose it. Because these women going to try to maintain that life, man. They ain't going to want to let that life go, all right? Just like Lot's wife, man. She had respect on the things that she was leaving behind her, man. So the Lord turned her into a pillar of salt. You know, she you know, Lot had wealth, man. She didn't want to leave that. All right.
Ooh, that's cold, because that's what the Lord was going into the account of Lot's wife when he said he shall lose the world. I mean, I'm gonna read it. This is St. Luke chapter 17 verse 32. It says, remember Lot's wife. Verse 33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
And that's what she did. She wanted to, you know, she didn't want to lose her life. Lot was ready. He was, look, fuck all that shit.
Right.
You know, I'm out.
Yeah.
She like, nigga, shit.
She was yearning to go back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Israelites that was complaining to go back to Egypt.
Yep.
You know? And so the Lord said, whosoever shall seek to save his life, she wanted to save her life, Lot's wife, in Sodom and Gomorrah.
So these women, that gathering is not going, it's going to stop. That gathering, the way you make your income. You know, some of these women got a nice income, man. When you hear about the money that these women bring in weekly, man,
right.
You know?
And they get, like you said, they get money from social media, they do content, they work as nurses getting $37 an hour, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know,
cashing them out, child support, food stamp, they just load. A lot of these women loaded, bro. They got a bag, and that's why you see these women driving these nice luxury vehicles, man. You know, wearing, you know, nice, you know, hey, look, man, look, the Israelite woman look good, but guess what, man? She's about to fall like Humpty Dumpty. You know? You got anything else up?
I was gonna go to the Hebrew word for gathering, but
if you want to.
Yeah, let me see. It just wasn't loading. The Hebrew word for gathering is asap. Asap. It says gathering, collection, harvest.
The collection. Go ahead, brother.
Right. Yeah, no, like you said, these women, that's what they do. They be collecting. They look at men as a collection. You know what I'm saying? What can I extract from his pockets? You know? And you know, even in it's like where it says in Deuteronomy 28, cursed shall be thy basket in thy store. You know, Esau made it to where he kind of alleviated that for her, you know, loading her up with all these benefits like we was just listing off, you know.
I got one. Ecclesiastes 7:26, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets and her hands as bands, all right? Because these women, they got an ulterior motive. You know, they want to see what they can get out of you.
Right.
You know, hey, look, man, these women don't love you. They love what you could do for them. Okay? And that's the mindset of the woman, man. You know, she's trying to figure out how to trap a nigga. You know, if she put the box on you, if that don't work, then she got to figure out another way. Her whole agenda is to put you in a trap.
Right.
All right? And it says, and that's what's on her mind 24/7, man.
They said the sinner shall not escape her.
Yeah, and don't be in this truth. You know, you meet a chick, brothers. You know, that's why you don't really tell a woman about the truth, man. You know, now here it is. She see what you stand for. What's the Sabbath? Oh, on the Sabbath you can't get no box. Well, guess what? She see how loyal and committed you is to that, and her whole mind. Well, let me see if I can get this nigga. He say he down. Right. Well, let me see if I can get him to possibly go off.
Yeah.
You know, or he say he love his brother. Let me see if I can possibly get him to miss camp. Or he say he's trying to do a video. I'm about to beg him to come over. Let's see if he. That's these women MO, man. Yeah. They'll get you. Hey, that's why kings have failed, because of these bitches, man. You know. Ain't none of these bitches, man. Hey, look, it says, whoso please of Yahweh shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And a lot of these niggas, they're in jail because of these women. They're in the grave because of these women. All right, they're in a fucked up situation because of these women. All right, a lot of these men are homeless because of these women. You know, they done gave a woman everything that they got, and she done left them, and now they bugged out of their mind, and they walking the streets on. Hey, because of a woman. You know? It
says in Sirach, it says, and through her we all die.
Through her we all die.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
And she want to walk around this bitch with her head to the sky like she's somebody, man.
Right. Like we supposed to worship the ground that she walk on.
And you niggas out there that believe that the so-called black woman is God, your ass need to die, man.
If you ain't dead already. Well, you is dead already.
Spiritually, yeah.
Right, spiritually
nigga talk about the so-called black woman is God, bro.
Well,
what the fuck?
That worked perfectly with this. Because this is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So like you said, them people that believe that the black woman is God, they dead while they live. But scriptures say also that the women that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Because like we said, in order to maintain that lifestyle, you're going to have to take the MOTB, man. You know?
That's right. A lot of these women going to feel that thermonuclear fire, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, they going to fall right with Esau, man. Esau's fall is the Israelite woman's fall.
Ezekiel 9:4 say that.
Up. Anything else up? Hey, well, Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to end giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and safety to the Lord's elect. Shalom.
Shalom.